Yeah, so over the weekend there was a theory that Wayfair is in a human sex trafficking ring. So they're in a scandal right now because if you haven't heard about it, they have items on their website like a regular looking cabinet or pillow that would be $12,000, $13,000.
Wayfair too, if y'all don't know, is like a
furniture
selling website,
and they supposedly supply ice camps, with their bedding and all of that, but. There will be a cabinet, for example, Samaya 5-shelf storage cabinet, $12,000. And then there's a girl named Samaya that's missing. And then they had a pillow or another same cabinet with another name, and it's the same name of a girl that's missing. So people are saying this is where people go and buy these girls, like, undercover and then they get the girl shipped to them. And then when all this information started coming out, Wayfair started taking down all these posts.
And they tried to say that some of these, the material of the cabinets is what, but it's like, it's so coincidental that it's the name. Granted, there's a lot of names out here, but it's just way too coincidental.
Like this throw pillow, $10,000. There's no reason this throw pillow should be $10,000. It's his name Dunning Zodiac, and Tori Dunning is a 15-year-old girl that's missing in North Carolina. It's just too coincidental. Like it could all, it all could be the conspiracy theorists and all this, but it's just too much that's that's linking up. So
this weekend I traveled down a dark rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, and this started it off. This whole Wayfair scandal because it is getting fucking crazy.
Did you watch the Epstein documentary?
Oh yeah,
Y'all talked about that?
Yeah, the Epstein. Like right now, Ghislaine, I believe her name is Ghislaine Maxwell is locked up, and there's even theories behind. Oh, I don't even know where to start with this, dog. There's so much. Okay, I just know I saw the Wayfair stuff first. Okay, and I finished reading the article about it, and then I start seeing. I start hearing more about people saying that Trump has started a crackdown on pedophile rings across the country, and through that I found out there's a conspiracy theory group called QAnon, QAnon, I believe, QANON, QAnon or something like that, which is they're kind of like a right-leaning conspiracy theory group. So they're like for Trump. They believe Trump is bringing down all this bad shit while he does stupid stuff, right? I don't know if I agree with it. A lot of them don't sound like they have all their facts down and stuff. But there's been a couple trending things that come out. One, they take claim for revealing this now, that all this shit is real, now that this come out. They're saying that there's a whole, like these Hollywood celebrities and obviously politicians and others are heavily involved in sex trafficking of little girls and little boys, and it's around the world. Jeffrey Epstein was just a small part of it, and Ghislaine Maxwell is gonna be releasing. She's probably gonna be telling everybody who's who
if she survives.
If she survives. Now here's the first conspiracy theory. The first conspiracy theory is that Ghislaine Maxwell, who was supposedly arrested about 2 weeks ago, that she was actually been arrested for the past 9 months by the FBI, and that she already started snitching. And that there's videos on YouTube right now you can see of LA County Sheriff saying that there was a big crackdown on child sex trafficking rings in Los Angeles, but they never give any names. They don't say who they cracked down, but they say it's been a massive collective thing between the FBI and the LA thing. Here's the funny thing. When you type in Oprah or Ellen or anybody, that comes up. Now,
remember the whole theory I brought up with everyone being home, like how this whole COVID thing could be a cover up with those celebrities, because everyone been noticing Ellen, Oprah, they look like they got ankle bracelets on, but they always wearing sweats to cover it. So some people are like, oh, it's a mic, but they're like, I don't know.
When I went to go watch the video, which they say it's a mic. Sometimes it's true when they do audio hookups for you in movies and shows or something like that. Sometimes they put your receiver on your ankle and lead a mic up to you. Here's the thing: when I'm watching these videos, the quality that you usually get from a receiver to a mic is gonna be clear. It's gonna sound like it's right up on you. When I'm hearing her talk in these videos, it sounds like it's coming from a distance. Like so it don't sound like she has a mic on. And you just see this thing under her pant leg. And then same thing with Oprah. People point out, like, why do they keep covering up this thing? Like, this seems like something. All this ended up leading me to a conspiracy that either Tom Hanks is dead or he's locked up in Guantanamo Bay.
Is that why his movie
he is one of the
had to go to Apple Plus to distract us from all this?
I don't know, but they're saying he has done no promotion for his movies. There are no recent videos. People are pointing out all the videos that he's done, like talking about the movie, are old. They're clear, like you can see references. Like he's not. This wasn't filmed recently, and yet really there are news channels saying what some of the stuff they're acting like they're talking to him live.
Yeah.
Which is weird as fuck.
Why is he in Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah, that's...
Okay, they're saying these conspiracy theories. I used to love this shit and be in until I realized there's a lot of bullshit out there. And I'm not one to take away from, like, conspiracies. I'm glad there are people out there looking at this stuff. I think continue, you know? But I'm the type, I just need to see the facts. We need to see more facts in what comes out. But I am in love with these ideas. Like I like the idea. I like to know that if there's something bad going on, that it will come to the light and be destroyed. I like the good guy approach.
You want that hope in life.
I want that hope that this thing is gonna come to an end, whatever. Especially if there's little kids involved and that around. That's disgusting, and that needs to be torn down immediately.
But Guantanamo Bay.
So Tom Hanks, America's sweetheart, people are claiming that he is one of the heads of a cult of billionaires, Hollywood celebs, and they're a satanic cult that, and this is nothing like, most people have said this about a lot of celebrities for years, Illuminati cult, well, all this type of stuff, but they're saying he's part of a certain satanic cult of elites.
So he's big with the kids.
And that he's been using kids. What you say? My bad.
You missed.
All right, my bad. So he's been, having sex with kids. He's been all this stuff, and that's the word on the street. Now there's these rumors coming out since COVID, since he dropped that he's been sick. He was one of the first people to say, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm in Australia and all this." All the videos that Tom Hanks type in Tom Hanks on just in Google or something, brick wall. His wife and him have been seen against this brick wall just talking. Their usual social media has changed. Like, they usually post pictures with themselves, a lot of stuff. Everything's been very ambiguous that they post. Like old, promotions or flyers or old just random things where you can't see their face and something.
So no one asked his Jamaican son?
Yes, and he's saying weird shit. This is him here. Most of their videos have been taking place here. Now, there are some things... Now, people started saying, yo, Tom Hanks got caught. Let me backtrack one more thing, too. There's a guy that came out, actor, who came out and said Tom Hanks molested him and that there's a bunch of people involved in this shit. And the dude made 2 videos. The second video, he says, I want to say more type of information and stuff like that, but I'm not suicidal. I'm good. The next day, he ends up dead. Okay? And... people saw, obviously, his video and started saying, okay, what's up with Tom Hanks? Now, people literally have YouTube channels dedicated to what's going on with Tom Hanks. Literally. And Rita Wilson. Are they locked up? What is happening right now? Because everything just seems fake. And there's pictures of Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks coming back in a car or something. People are like, that's not Tom Hanks. That's his brother. His brother,
Bob Hanks.
I think it might be Bob Hanks.
I don't know his brother's name. It's just
it's something like that. But
Bob
they say he's also voiceovered some of the
movie
Toy Story movies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he talks like him and he looks like him. And people are saying.
So how long they assume he's been dead?
Since like March or May.
Duh.
But they say
March
Tom
or-
Hanks is dead.
They say either Tom Hanks has been executed for his atrocities to humanity, like for
They're
trafficking.
not gonna tell nobody.
That's the thing. People are like, who's cover? Why would they? They said if it is true, they can't cover it up forever. They have to like, where's he's got to come out and just show like every video they do looks like one interview Rita Wilson did. She did 2 interviews, and it looks like she's in a prison cell.
Rita Wilson's his wife.
His wife, and it looks like she's talking. Oh, and they asked her, "Where are you at?" She's like, "Oh, I'm in the laundry room right now." It's kind of like everybody's like, "Man, no laundry room look like that. What is that?"
Yeah, not the houses we be looking at. Them $1 million houses. Them laundry rooms be fire.
Them
And it's
laundry
like,
room be
she
like a
looked like
house.
she's in some penitentiary. Every video.
So why are
and
they doing
look
video?
distressed.
Well, they're trying to make it seem like they back in
Let me
normal
keep
life.
going.
Okay.
So now Ellen started posting it. They already suspect Ellen for her
Yeah.
ankle
She
bracelet.
on house
She's
arrest for
involved.
pedophilia.
You remember people came out just a couple
With the painting on the wall and all that.
Yeah, and
What
then
painting
no,
on
not
the
just the
walls?
painting, but Ellen is a bad person. You remember that story?
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
people were like, "Oh, Ellen's not really that good." Now there's an ankle monitor thing, and now
The painting on the wall.
What was the painting on the wall again?
Remember it says a child that was tortured.
Oh
Yeah, a lot of them have that
yeah.
painting. That's another story. Keep going.
All these people look distraught in these videos too. Like Ellen's in a video where she's doing like a card trick or something, and her shirt says "Run, Forrest, Run" on it. And on the shirt, the O in Forrest or something is like the pedophile sign.
What's
like-
the pedophile?
They got a
sign?
pedophile.
It's like a
They got like a
circle
bat
that's like
signal?
this. It's on the FBI watch list. Like
It's a
these
small
are symbols
little
of
booty
like
hole.
sex trafficking. It is kind of like a booty hole.
It's a small.
It is
I don't want to laugh at the yo. It's
keep
a
going.
small
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
booty
Keep
hole.
Oh man, I'm trying to
What's
remember
going
everything,
on
but
with these people, man? All right,
going.
So where was that? So Rita Wilson, that thing, and so she has this thing that says "Run, Forrest, Run" on it, and people are saying, "Oh, is this a message? Where you trying to send a message to Tom or something?" And then somebody else, who was up?
He is Forrest Gump.
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
and you know the chick who played in the first Spider-Man movies, that redhead, Kirsten Dunst?
Yeah.
Her. She posted on her IG a picture of his Toy Story character laying face down on the floor, and in the background you have a Huggies diaper
Pampers?
box.
Yeah.
Diaper box, right? And there's a hole cut it, like a tunnel hole. And then in the background, there's like people, like they have toy figures, right? It's like people facing a boat or some type of ship, and on the bottom it says letters with a couple Q's in it and stuff that they say what comes with more than one Q. But you know they're pointing out all this weird shit, and on it she also geotags it a certain place overseas. That when you type in that place, nothing but articles about billionaires going there to invest in what's it called, bunkers. Mm-hmm. That like, you know, bunkers for like end of the world type shit, right? Mm-hmm. That this is the place. On all the rest of her pictures around it, she doesn't tag anything. There's no location on any other of her pictures, just that one, right? And she has the toy, like Tom Hanks, face down on a girl, but he doesn't have his red handkerchief on, which they say now is tied to you not being a snitch. If he didn't say anything. So people are putting out and they saying the reason people put out symbolisms like that is that's just a part of their satanic culture. Mm-hmm. Like they put out all these symbols. They that's how they communicate with you, and they want people to know there's something bigger and people looked up pictures between Kirsten Dunst and Tom Hanks, and there's only one picture of them together, like where they don't look like they're friends or anything. And they're like, why is she making this? And now everybody's bombarding her page. People are bombarding Ellen's page. People bombarding Oprah. We know y'all are part of it. We know Tom Hanks is either dead or in jail. And everybody's trying to cover her up. Y'all, everybody's going down.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be going down these
This
rabbit.
shit is a rabbit
I
hole.
go down